Hey, what's up, fellow farmers, and welcome back to another episode on the Gifts of Caucasus. I've cleaned up the yard. Everything's got place. There's nothing laying out. Looking bad. Nice, clean yard. Got the vehicles in garage. Got all of those stored. The only one I have out is the New Holland, and it is currently working out in the field. It's gonna finish getting this field plowed up, so it'll be ready to sow. Probably going to do rye in that field. Once that one gets done, we'll move over to here, get this one fertilized and plowed, and we'll just go from there. But right now, what I think we're going to do, we're going to lease a truck, and then we will probably cart some grain from the grain mill to the bakery to make a little bit of money. And I mean little, we're not going to be millionaires off of this, but it's at least going to be a source of income in our downtime. So we will lease this, and we will lease this. There are two types of tanks. Actually, there's, excuse me, there are three, I believe. There is the trailer, which is just a regular grain trailer. This is good for hauling pallets and production material, and this is for your fertilizer, milk, and water, stuff like that. So we will lease this. And I don't believe I have courseplay will work on this tractor, or this truck. No, it won't. But that's alright. We'll get this started up, and we will head to the grain mill, which is just north of the farm. Stick my head out the window? I can, alright. I keep forgetting I have manual attaching installed. I will need to do that, just for that added bit of realism. But for the time being, we will go to the grain mill, which is just above field 9. I'm going to put it on ×5, just to speed up time a little bit, because ×1, there's not going to be anything that grows. The factories won't sell as much, so you kind of get yourself into a stalemate where you'll have all of these goods, but the factories won't be able to take them because they're all full. I've had missions come up where, this certain factory is taking, we'll say potatoes, and they were at like 98% capacity. Which kind of sucks, I couldn't finish the mission. But I figure if we put it on ×5, or maybe 15 at some point, things will go a little faster. Obviously a little faster, but the production will go a little faster as well. And I don't really want to keep it too fast because I'm paying my workers right now and it doesn't speed up the tractors, so I'm just losing money. I did have to buy a pressure washer because if you come here and you have a dirty car, it won't let you in the gates. So anytime this happens, I'll just buy a pressure washer, I'll set it up right outside, that way I can wash my truck off and then go in. I do like the cover on that. That's a pretty nice cover. I don't know if I need pallets for this or not. No. Oh look, a gold coin off there to the left. So what I'll probably do, I'll buy the maize flour. It's the most. So I'll let that fill it up. And while that's filling, I'm going to run up here and grab this gold, this ancient token here. through the textures. Feels bad, man. Hello, worker. Make you wear vest here? It's gonna suck. Let's put the cover on. Just because I want it on. Looks like I'm hauling ammunition. Back in my Daisy days, driving the Ural. I'll probably go the long way around, stay on the highways. It's not as dirty. Pretty sure I don't have a pressure washer set up at the bakery, and I don't really want to spend the money to buy one, considering I just broke ourselves buying all of the maize flour. Well, we should make a decent amount off of this. You know, not a lot, but while I'm not making anything, a little bit's better than nothing. And you can do this with all of the other, hey, map save, thank you. I say thank you because I'm not being sarcastic, because I've lost hours and hours and hours of gameplay because I haven't saved. And that just makes me, I'll rage quit. I'll turn the game off and I won't touch it for 2 or 3 days because I'm so depressed. Like, oh, I had so much done. So I deal with that 5 seconds worth of lag that I get from the map autosave. It is so worth it. But as I was saying, you know, you can do this with any of the types of factories that they have. Say like they're selling furniture here at the furniture factory. Well, if we go to shops, we can look and see what they are going to buy. The Mega. Don't know if they'd buy it or not. Elevator. Furniture. For $68.70 is what they buy that for. And they sell it at the furniture factory for $72. So you know you're making $600 per 1,000 liters. But in order to do that, you know, you have to have money. So you got to spend money to make money. Oh, come on. So slow. I do, however, love the scenery on this map. It is just such a good map. Got the automatic egg pickup. You saw the icon come up in the upper left-hand corner. I just don't know where to sell them yet. I think in my other playthrough I had like 1,000 eggs or something like that, and I just have no clue where to sell them. I know I've sold flour by the bulk there. Unload flour in pallets. These are in pallets. Let's see if it will take them. Did I get the trigger? Nope. Guess I'll have to go to the other one. I would think that you would sell the eggs at the bakery, but I could be mistaken. Custom sounds, I like that. I forgot to look at what we had whenever we started. I think it was like 34 or something. No, it was 34 whenever I started. And then I leased the trucks. So basically this first trip paid for the Ural. So the next trip is just pure profit. I got honked at. Back at you. On this way through, I'll probably take the shortcut. So I can wash the truck off whenever I get there. And I do wish this traffic would get out of my way. The light's on for some reason. The VGA is just right there off to the right, or one portion of it anyway. On the next side of that is the sugar refinery. In my other playthrough, that was the first thing that came up for sale. And of course I didn't have any sugar beets other than what I just started with. I do believe you can empty trash. There's the trash bins and stuff like that. I haven't messed around with that too much. Our farm here just off to the right. That is a very large potato field. It would get many, many potatoes. It would take forever. I do wish you got a little bit more for potatoes, but they make up for it in just the sheer volume that you get. The only problem is you get the price drop effect with standard FS17. You take 10,000 liters and the price is completely bottomed out. So if they would raise the initial price, then it wouldn't be too bad. We'll fill up the rye because it's the second one that sells for the most. We were at what, 34? Let's see what we spent here. Negative $4. Air brakes. Probably just do one more load. And then what I'll do is I will probably, whenever I take this, sell this off, I'll park this back at the farm, probably get started on sowing some of the rye seeds. And I chose rye because that's what we're carting right now, and I'll probably end up carting some more. What I will probably do is I will take all of the rye flour out of the mill. I'll sell all that off, just transport it off, and then what that'll do, that will increase the demand for rye. They'll use more whenever they make the rye flour, and then I'll be able to sell my crops off to the grain mill. So you can manipulate the market a little bit with all the different production systems. I actually am in the process of learning the Cyrillic alphabet. That way, whenever I see this stuff come up, I won't just be completely clueless of what it says. I'll be able to at least grab some idea. On another playthrough I did, I left a piece of equipment out next to a field. Just left it there for a couple days. Got a message that came up. It had been hijacked. So I learned real quick, you know, don't do like any other playthrough. Don't leave my stuff just laying around because it will get stolen. Made about 1,000 off of that. So after the truck rental and the second trip, you know, we've paid for the truck, so we'll be able to take more trips, and we've made about $1,000 for what, 10 minutes worth of work, if that. So yeah, we'll head back, we'll park him up, and then we will go and get started seeding. I don't know what I want to use for the seeder. I don't know what type of horsepower it requires. Thank you for not turning into me, car. Yeah, I don't know what type of horsepower is going to be needed. I don't think it'll be much. There's no traffic, I'm really going to pass this guy. Should never do this. I will probably leave this one out for the time being, since it's leased. Do you want to put the cover on though? There we go. let's look at this cedar. A 100 horse. I think the Harleyman's 100 horse. Should be. Oh, it's 88. Oh, what other tractors do I have? It's 52. That one's 75. Oh, looks like I just have the New Holland. It's only 3,000 to lease. Yeah, we'll cart more grain back and forth to the bakery. Let's get rid of all these waypoints. Well, he's making progress. Slowly. It's like about a little over half. So I should be safe to start seeding. I will catch up to him eventually, but it won't be too quick. There's one little spot right there. What have you missed? Nothing. Weird. No, the Deutschfahrt should be coming up soon. Should be making the turn anytime now. Sounds like a train off to my right. Here he comes. He's taking his time, that's for sure. To hook up the PTO at all? Nope. Well, we'll get this sown up and have some rye growing ready. But I probably won't bore you to death because you've seen a million people plant a million different types of crops, and I'm sure you've planted a million crops of your own. So I will finish this off camera, and I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, have a good one.